very good question. With what you know now, if you were to start over, would you do anything differently? Wow, yes, definitely a lot. I think, I think this. I know I was speaking to someone earlier because I think the average age of the participants of the 200 participants in Money in You during this weekend, I think is early 20s, maybe 22, 23. I was like, oh my God, they have so much time in the world, and I envy that. But then the advantage of someone like me, I have a lot of experience compared to them, and so that's something that I share with all of you. That's why your questions is really appreciated, because then I know what specifically you want to hear, and that I love to share all those experiences. Then it shortens your journey as well, so you know what to do now, what to look out for. It increases your awareness as well. Let's go back to the question. So what would I do differently? I think I'm someone who is, I want to be like very authentic and honest. I'm someone who is very impatient, especially when it comes to business. I want things very quick. Come on, come on, come on, let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. And if I were to start over, I would love to have the ability to really just slow down and really listen to my spirit, if I can call it like that, what my spirit is telling me. And I honestly, the business that I'm in right now, which is coaching and training, it's a message that I received many years ago that was put aside, because when I started other businesses, my goal was very different. I was like going for money, trying to build passive income, which, by the way, is not real. It's a great story. If you want, you can watch my video about that. And I realized that what I really want, what my spirit really wants, is not just about money. It's really about how can I help more people? How can I have really the impact? Because that's when I was really down in life. That's what saved me. That's what made a huge difference in my life, which is coaching and training. And so I want to be able to do that and help other people as well. And so it's kind of like 9 years ago was when my spirit told me that, but I went around like doing other things, and then now that I reflected back again, now I'm back into that message. So now I'm doing it. Now I'm committing for the rest of my life into this work. That's something that I wish I really slowed down and just listened to my spirit. I think that's gonna like make a huge difference. So yeah, like especially if you are very young and you have all the time in the world, like really think about it and slow down. And there's nothing wrong in trying as well, because that's kind of like what I did. But it's nice to be able to listen to your spirit and what it tells you as well. Thank you for that question. Wow, it's a really good question. So how to deal with difficult customers. So earlier there was a question about customers who had or were unsatisfied, right? Who gave a negative feedback. And then this question is more, for example, how like a customer real time is very difficult. And because the reason why I was interested with this, I experienced something similar. And as a trainer, right? So I work with a lot of people inside the room. And there was one time I was doing this training, and one of my participants, the trainees, is a bit annoying and loud. That this person was basically disrupting the whole room, and the other participants weren't happy about it. And so what happened was there was kind of like this tension and our argument between like the participants. And since it's my training and I have to really handle the room, the this person was really kind of like in an angry state already, and she started to put that anger towards me as the trainer. And luckily, I mean, I was already very much self-aware. I've been practicing meditation, mindfulness, and so I was very objective and in a way zen. And the emotions that she was like projecting towards me really didn't affect me. And so I started having just a conversation and then asking that person questions until like her emotions also subsided, and then she sat back down, and like was totally okay, all throughout the training already. And I think, especially if you are just gonna start your own business right now, and if you are concerned about those kind of people, like difficult customers, after being in business for 13 years, right, and doing different businesses, one thing that I can tell you, and also speaking to a lot of other business owners, having an experience with a very difficult client or customer is very rare, right? It doesn't really happen a lot. And maybe because in social media we would see some videos about this kind of people, but reality is maybe 99% of the customers that will go through you will be either very good customers, or just like standard customers that would probably buy or use your service, right? And there's very very little, like 1% or maybe 2% of those type of clients that are very difficult. And so you don't really have to worry about that. That's one, right? But then the next thing is that, but Coach Jovan, but what if it does happen? What if I'm those 2% type of business that experience that? And so I think my advice is to really be mentally prepared for it. So for me, when I experienced that with that type of participant in my training, right, I had my own kind of like personal development as well. So I think that's the first thing that I will suggest for anyone who wants to go into business or wants to become an entrepreneur, is to develop yourself. Go through personal development programs, learn mindfulness, manage your emotions, learn how to manage your emotions, and all of these things, because definitely they will help. So other than learning all the business planning, learning all the strategizing, learning about marketing, and that's one part of it, but remember to also learn about yourself, develop your self-awareness, improve your go through personal development programs. So that is kind of like one of my advice. But then another one is practicing. So meaning talking to your business partners, for example, or your staff, and talking about, okay, how do we handle clients that are rude, or how do we handle clients that are difficult? Then all of these things, you need to have a conversation, talk about it, and then if you want, even practice, like make simulations, sit down, okay, I'll be the difficult customer, and then how do you handle all this? So that is key, because when you are mentally prepared, then it becomes much much easier, even if it's just 1% or 2% chance of happening, right? So good. So lucky I saw that question again. I hope I satisfied you with that answer. Oh, hey there.
If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember to click the bell button so you get updated of the new videos. See you in the next one.